Touching bases on another thing is kind of like I'm going to say a sad subject for me here for just a moment. The Lakers were swept.
Oh.
And
that's a great moment for Arcade to hear that fall off your lips.
Hey,
it's a very, very well. He can't say much because one of his teams eliminated one, and then the Lakers eliminated his other team. So he's in the same boat as us.
Yeah,
but,
so really,
right. But Denver didn't have to do them like that, though. I'm gonna go on record and say this so that people can see it. Everybody that sees it across the globe. The Joker is one of the best big men I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
He's one of the best big men I've ever seen in my life. He possesses every skill that you would want in a center. And he does it where he's unorthodox and it looks like he's off balance. He's a real hooper. Shout out to the Joker. He's one of the best. He's one of the best in the NBA, too. He's a top 10 player in the NBA. I saw with my own eyes and Anthony Davis he's really, really good at basketball. But it's a tough matchup, man. The Joker and Jamal Murray, he played like he's one of the best point guards in the world. And it just, man, they didn't let the Lakers, LeBron get a win. That hurt me a little bit, man, because I thought for sure they were onto something, man. But, it happens. You guys give me your perspective.
Wait, before we jump into it, let me ask you this though. I've heard it said about the Joker that because he won all those MVPs, but he had never been to the finals, or is it that he never won the finals, that those MVPs are kind of, they're not really solid. What do you guys think about that part before we move into the Laker aspect of it? The Joker.
Well, I think that's a terrible narrative. Whoever said that, if it was on a sports show, they should be reprimanded because there's a lot of MVPs that hasn't won championships or didn't win a championship. Russell Westbrook was an MVP. James Harden was an MVP. They never won championships. You know what I'm saying?
Does it justify the multiple MVPs?
Well, I mean, again, being the best player in the NBA that year doesn't always mean that you're the best team to win that year.
RK, Steve Nash had multiple.
Oh.
And he's never won a championship. And Embiid won this year, and he's at home too. So it's just like you can't take away that his plus minus. And basketball has a lot of analytics. So I'm more of an eye test. I got a chance to see with my own eyes that this 7'2" Serbian cerebral machine couldn't be stopped in any perspective. And guess what he did? He rebounded the ball, he scored the ball, and he passed the ball. He had multiple triple doubles in that series. So, I mean, there's nothing you can say negative. Nothing. You got to
tilt your hat to him and say salute. I see.
Man, that's it.
Should he be the face of the league?
He's one of the faces.
Yeah, I mean, but
him and Joel Embiid has brought the big man back. The big man had died for a second since Shaq. They're battling that. So if you think about it, the last 3 MVPs have been centers. So they're putting the big man back on the map.
And those where we put Giannis at, because Giannis is up there, but he's that center forward point guard role. But Giannis is even a 7-footer.
And he's a man. He's a man. He's a man.
You could really say the last 5 MVPs.
Yeah. And that's just, I mean, like I said, but to answer your question, RK, not to get off topic, that there's no way, no how. The guy his stats have proven it, period. People may not like his style of play because people don't like bigs necessarily, but he's a big that's dribbling. He's bringing the ball up the court like he is the point guard. I saw Jamal Murray give him the ball. You don't do that with centers.
Hey, I've seen Joker come off a screen, bro.
Right. A pin down. He came off a pin, right. There's nothing like I said. I mean, I'll be the first one to admit it. I was wrong. I didn't think in my mind at all that they can sweep them after how the Lakers played against Golden State. But it was a different matchup, and Denver has a little bit of everything. And the fact of defensive guys, role players, superstars, bucket getters, people that know their role, and they come in waves.
Exactly. They almost remind me somewhat of that 2011 Dallas Mavericks team when they had Dirk as the engine, but they had Steve Nash or Jason Kidd who knew his role, the Jet, Jason Terry who knew his role, Sean Marion who knew his role, Tyson Chandler who knew their role. They had a whole bunch of players who just knew their role and just played well together. That's almost like what this Denver team is looking like. Like they just know their role.
That's a good perspective. I think they're a little bit better than that team, but I hear what you're saying. They just got.
I think they're a better team, but I'm just
Jamal Murray, man. He easily he could have been the MVP of that series too. He was taking over in the fourth quarter every game. It felt like I'm like, man, this is unbelievable. A sweep is crazy.
Yeah, that's what I said. That was crazy.
In the Western Conference Finals, a sweep is crazy. I can't wrap